Hey everybody, Patrick from One Shot Kill It Media here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the very popular Aimpoint PRO, or Patrol Rifle Optic. So let's go ahead, unbox it, do a little bit of a feature review, and just kind of take a look at the optic itself before we take it to the range. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's take a look at what comes in the box. We've got a nice graphic here to start with on the actual inside of the box, which is pretty cool. We've got an actual laminated instruction set here, or user manual, which is nice and simple. I really like the laminated touch, just due to the fact that, you know, you're not always going to be shooting in a non-rainy area. So I think it's just cool overall. I mean, probably not really necessary, but I like the touch there. Let's see here. Note to customer. Dear customer, please note the appearance of some of the components of this product, such as the rubber strap that covers for the adjustment screws of the battery lid, will change eventually. Alright. So basically just saying that those changes won't actually have any effect on the performance of the optic. I would hope so. Alright, so let's take a look here. So we've got the actual optic in here. We've got a battery that comes with the optic. And let's see if I can get this zoomed in here for us so you can see what type of battery we're actually looking at. There we go. Set that right here. And let's take a look at the actual optic itself here also. Okay. So the optic is nice. Looks like we've got a nice solid base here mount. Nice thumb screw with ridges. Makes tightening and untightening easy. Actually has, this is pretty cool. This is just so you don't over tighten. It actually has a little spring loaded section here that stops you from turning over too far. Really like that. That's very nice. And we've got lens caps. Let's take a look here. Now the rear lens cap has a window, but the front lens cap doesn't, so that's not exactly, I guess, useful in some senses here, unless you always walk around with your front cap open. But whatever, you know, either way, still looks nice. Nice clear glass on there. We've got the battery compartment here, it looks like, and we've got the illumination settings. So if we turn that clockwise, there we go, we start to get our dot. And that's as bright as it goes right there. And you can see a real faded dot right there. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that back to the off position. There we go, both my dots are lined up. And let's just learn a little bit more about this optic quick. Okay, so I just wanted to zoom in and read off a little bit about this patrol rifle optic here, the Aimpoint PRO. Always ready, always on. This was interesting to me right up here. Turn it on and leave it on for up to 3 years using one single battery. No need to fumble with switches prior to use. Let's see here, 2 minutes of angle, 2 MOA red dot. That's kind of nice. A lot of folks don't like using a red dot that's, you know, 5, 6 MOA. It just gets a little too big, especially the further out your target is. Let's take a look here. In-service date, battery change, date reminders, make inventory tracking easy. Enhance speed on target and increase first shot hit probability when compared to iron sights and magnified scopes. And let's see here, it's compatible with all generations of night vision devices and may be used with Aimpoint 3x magnifier and concealed engagement unit. So you can use it with the magnifier, that's nice. Night vision works with it too, that's handy. Let's take a look here. Looks like it's anodized aluminum alloy housing, which is pretty standard for a lot of the optics that you'll probably see on my channel or anywhere else. I've never reviewed a plastic optic yet. So let's take a look here. Threaded front lens opening allows use of screw and anti-reflection device. So that's kind of handy if you need to have some sort of reflection device mounted to the front there, or anti-reflection device, I should say. Again, front and rear flip covers. Transparent rear flip cover allows use of the sight with both eyes open, even with both covers closed in an emergency. Battery and adjustment cap. Let's see. Yeah, it says you'll never lose your pieces. Well, that's good. I want to keep my pieces. The modular mount set up here for use on flat top AR-15, M4, M16 rifles, adapter available for carry handle mounting. So that's kind of nice. A lot of the other optics that you see these days won't have the necessary equipment to be able to mount on top of a carry handle. It's kind of, you just have your Picatinny rail and that's it. The removable spacer, that's nice. You can remove that for shotguns or subguns. You know, with this one, we're going to throw it on my rifle here with the spacer and see if I can co-witness with it. And let's take a look here. ORP2 rail grabber mount. Snap knob 3 times for a perfect mount. Will not deform your rail like many other mounts. So that's kind of that little piece that they have on there that I showed you earlier, where it actually snaps forward so you can't really over tighten. So very cool, I like that. And then recessed lens opening, and that's just handy. I'm sure anybody who's used red dot scopes, anything before, you know, you're used to getting fingerprints on those front lenses or rear lenses too, and it's just nice to be able to avoid that overall. So I like the recessed lens opening. That's pretty handy. So other than that, that gives you just kind of a brief rundown on the features here. And let's go ahead and actually mount this on a rifle next so we can take a look and see what that looks like. See if we have the co-witness available with the iron sights and so on there on my rifle too. So let's go ahead and try that out. Alright, so what we're going to do next here is actually attach the Aimpoint PRO to my AR-15. So let's go ahead and just give that a shot and see how it looks. Alright, 1, 2, 3. And that's as tight as we want to go with that actual Aimpoint PRO mount. Like it said in the directions, we snap it 3 times, and that means it's secure, so that way we don't mar the actual rail or the mount for the Aimpoint PRO. So, just looking at it here in general, I mean, aesthetically, it looks nice on the rifle. I can't really complain about the look of it at all. Only thing I might be a little concerned about is operation with the side charging handle here, because that's not a whole lot of space in between the actual, you know, tightening handle on the optic and the charging handle on the rifle. But realistically, I could always actually just remove this charging handle on here and not have the ambidextrous option there. So, nothing to really worry about there. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is actually turn this on and let's take a look if we can get any sort of co-witness action going on between the iron sights and the Aimpoint PRO. Alright, so first of all, let's just look through the optic here and we can see the different brightness settings like we looked at earlier. Really faint here on some of those earlier ones. That's probably for our night vision compatibility. And let's go ahead and just leave it at that for right now. Now again, they mentioned that they have a window here on this one, on the back lens cover, so that way you can use it easier for both eye open shooting. Let's go ahead and flip that open. Next I want to go ahead and take a look and see how it gives us an ability to co-witness with our iron sights. So let's start here. So as you can see, that is right down the middle of my iron sight, right on top of the post. Probably easier to see that if I zoom out so you can see the dot right over there. So it looks like co-witness is completely available there. And I can probably try to drop the camera down a little bit just to give you another viewpoint through the actual rear sight. So as you can see, the dot is visible, can co-witness through the rear sight right on up to the top of the post on the front sight. So overall, co-witness is available. The dot itself is nice and bright. Lots of different illumination options, which is handy. So I definitely can see the reason why this sight is so popular. It's got a lot of nice features that I think a lot of shooters could take advantage of. Alright everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that quick look at the features and unboxing of the Aimpoint PRO or Patrol Rifle Optic. Nice looking optic overall. You know, a red dot's kind of a red dot, I guess you could say, but overall some of the other features about this red dot I think is what sets it apart. I really like the actual mounting screw, again, where you get the clicks to let you know that you click 3 times and then it's tight. I thought that's a really handy sort of feature. The removable section here in the middle, so you can do co-witness or you can set it down lower in line with the actual gun itself. Another cool feature overall. I don't see a ton of other optic companies giving you that option that actually comes with the actual optic right off the bat, so that's pretty neat. Overall, operation and everything like that seems nice and simple with the optic too. The battery life claim for the 3 years, I mean, that's great if it works. I don't know if it does or not. I haven't had it that long. So, you know, overall, we'll just have to go ahead and take it out to the range to get a final idea of how everything actually works with this optic. Let's see, you know, I guess one simple thing I forgot to touch on was the windage and elevation adjustments. Nice feature here is the caps are actually, you know, they're screw-on caps. Here we go. But you got your standard sort of, you know, adjustment. You could use a screwdriver, you could use a penny, you could use a thumbnail, whatever you need to do to actually make the adjustments for your windage and elevation. But I do like how the caps are actually secured with this little sort of rubberized sort of portion here, just holding them together. Just nice, so that way you don't lose your caps. There we go. So we'll go ahead and tighten that back on quick. But yeah, overall, I think Aimpoint did a really nice job here with this optic itself. The true test will be when we take it out to the range and do some firing with it, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'll go ahead, stay tuned for the next video with the range review of the Aimpoint PRO. That'll be coming at you real soon. I'll have a link in the description section of this video after that range video is complete. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook. The more involved you get with my channel and let me know what you want to see, the more opportunities I have a chance to build good relationships with manufacturers. You know, like Aimpoint, for instance, with this optic. So go ahead and let me know what you want to see and what's going to be important to you as far as what you need to know about products, optics, firearms, and stuff like that before you buy it. So that way I can show you exactly what you need to see before you put your money down. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.